I remember he did this technique that he got me in front of the class, and let alone the attention that was on me, it was just completely, it was like I would go red in the face, I couldn't look at him in the eyes, I'd put my head down, and you know, it was just, so he got me in front of the class. There was another big Kiwi guy, and this guy was, I'm not an All Black, but I think he had something to do with he was a really good looking guy. I'm like, fucking, what's he doing here? Like, you've got no problems. I'm 6'2", he's 6'4", so he was bigger than me. Good looking guy. I remember his name's Steve Trait. And he got me up against this guy, and he goes, well, look, so this guy, Steve, knew exactly what was going on, and he made me look in the eye of him, and I couldn't look him in the eye, I kept putting my head down. And he goes, what's wrong with you? So the coach was going, what's wrong with you, Lee? And I'm like, what the fuck, what are you talking about, what's wrong with you? He goes, why can't you look this guy in the eye? He goes, what's these tattoos, this big fucking facade? He goes, you're just a little pussy, mate. And I'm like, what the fuck? I've gone ready, and my knuckles is starting to pop because I squeezed my fist that hard. And I'm like, he goes, mate, you just need to man the fuck up. He goes, you know what I don't understand with you? He goes, what sort of woman would want to be with you? He goes, you're a fucking emotionally dependent, you're feminine as fuck, you're a sook, you're a big girl, you've left your job, rah, rah, rah. He goes, you know what, your missus needs someone to give her a good fucking top up, mate, because, you know, what's she doing with you? And I'm looking at him, and I'm just going, what the fuck? And he goes, so, what do you got? Then he's just let it, and he goes, what are you going to do about it? But you know what happened? I'm sitting there, I'm trying to compute it, but I'm thinking about where I'm going to hit him, and where how I'm going to bury him in. And then I'm like, oh, hold on a second, what is he doing? Like, he wouldn't do this, you know, like, I don't think he cares. So then I've gone out of defensive mode into, you know, reactive mode into proactive mode, and I'm like, all right, everything that he said, true, 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 true. He was just laying down the fucking law and just sitting the truth, and I went, fucking, I remember, it was one of the biggest sort of breakthroughs or epiphanies I've ever had, and I always tell the guys the stories, that he put me in that position, massive fucking reality whack in the face, and everything that he was saying was the truth, but I know that he was saying that from his heart. So why I tell you this story is that what I'm going to say and how I'm going to be is to really to give you, because if I go like that, to, you know, you're not going to remember it, but if I go like that, you'll remember it. It's called a significant emotional event, and the way your mind works is, I bet you could all remember where you were at September 11th, when they're playing at the, can everyone remember? Yeah. Do you remember?
I don't remember what it was exactly, but I remember the date.
Yeah. You're probably drinking.
No, no.
No, it's, so like, that's the significant emotional event. And you know, I remember exactly where I was. So a lot of these things, what I really want you guys to understand, it's not, you know, being a prick or being fucking angry or aggressive, or it's all to really lay down the path and say, this is the truth right here. You know, because a lot of people can get caught up with, oh, that's just their opinion, or that's just what they think. It's not that at all. It's what we know, and what our greatest assessors and our coaches and that. Remember, there's people above us that lead us, you know. There's like, you know, we're always getting that advice from our coaches and so on, and they've all gone through your stuff. They go through Alvy stuff. They're constantly going through mine, and they're giving us advice. So I don't know why we would take advice or listen to someone that's there, but, you know, these people are, you know, light years ahead of us. So that's, you know, I want you guys to know that, because you'll get to know, you'll be like, fuck, you'll be pushed. And the reason why we're pushing is because we want to bring out the best in you and break the breakdown. Because 6 days is not long. It's not long. There's going to be big days. And what I would stress, and you hear me say this so many times, and you know, and I'm jumping the gun as it is, what you do after the retreats is absolutely everything. Yeah. These 6 days are easy because you've got us. We're going to be, you know, everything is structured. You know, we're going to be leading you and forcing you guys. We're going to be in your faces. We're going to be pushing you. Blah blah blah. It's a real man is real judged after this. Is when you. It's because the thing is, you can get up when you want to get up. Really, you can do what you want to do, but it's the choice of you. Do you really how bad you want it? You're going to have people around you that don't serve you, that don't really, you know, see what you're going on, and they're going to challenge you. You know, society, and I'll be honest with you, Bali's a little bit different. I went back to Melbourne, Australia, and then obviously I was in Brisbane, and I went to a couple of other places, and it's fucking hard, because being around those people that are lost themselves, that are angry, and the energy. Sorry, it's just my eyes fucking a bit bright. And it is, you can see it, like it is a battle. I'm not going to say it's easy, guys. And like being back in Australia, or even like when I was in the States, I know you guys are Canadian, but you've got so many challenges. But the thing is, what you're going to teach you is that you build up that thick skin. You like the Iron Man. You build up the armor, and you can deflect that. But everything that I know, I even know being back in different environments. It's almost like fucking cancers. But you need to know the stuff to get out of that, snap yourself out of that, move forward, focus on what you want to focus on. Become bulletproof to that shit. But I'm not going to say it is. It's always going to be a challenge. But it's what you do afterwards. A lot of the people that have come through beast mode, and even like your mate Jeff, he's done great things. He's been twice. He's gone through hell and back. And what we taught him really kept him in a safe place. But it's what you do. If you get caught up doing your activity, get caught up without doing, just doing the job or just chilling out. You can still do that, but it's about keeping your mind. In a nutshell, without getting confused, it's about doing the rehearsal in your mind of how you want your house to be. The more you get out of here, the more fucking will be scattered out here. The more you go back in here and force, and it's called deliberate creation, deliberate vibration, and the more that's why success priming is so important. That's why you need to sit on. It doesn't need to be meditation. You don't need to sit like a fucking Gandhi and go, just sit down and go, okay, regroup and program your mind, because this controls everything. But unfortunately, we get up, we sleep in, we go to a job that we're controlled by, or whatever, if we are our own boss, but so on and so forth. Most people, their routine, driving, traffic, fucking reading the newspaper, maybe not eating a good meal, so already your body's behind the eight ball. You're dealing with other people that if you aren't versed, they're going to affect you, or even their energy, because even people can be around you, and even their body language, if they're fucking slumped over, that affects you, but we don't know about it. When you're aware of it, you can really, you can put up those boundaries. So it's going to get scary, because you're going to have an awareness that you're going to really see people's imperfections. And with me, I found that I wanted to change everyone, but I really fucking held it against people. Oh, everyone's fucked. What's wrong with everyone? Rah. And it's like, hold on a second. What they don't know, but you just have to lead people in that, and you'll see that when you get back. And you want to tell the world about everything. You want to tell your partners, your friends, your business partners. You don't tell them shit, because they will go, oh yeah, whatever, and you just end up doing that. You just show them. You just show them with your actions. You show them, because they won't understand. Even my dad, he was my biggest critic. I wasn't working. My first course cost me $10,000. Then there was another one that I did that was about fucking 18, and then one was 6, 8, and all this money was accumulating. And he goes, what are you doing? Like, you're doing this stuff, mate. You just need security. Just go and get a job. You can get $800 a week. You'll be happy. At least you know that money's coming in every week. And if I listened to him, and I said this to him, we had a little bit, I won't say an argument, we had a discussion because I was back there not long ago. And he goes to me, out of everything, I thank you for not fucking listening to me back then. He goes, but I didn't know. He just thinks, being an old-fashioned European and the rest of it. And he goes, well, but I didn't know. And now he's my biggest fan. You would see him. He's all over our Facebook stuff. George Bundy, he loves this shit. You just really have to follow your heart. You have to follow it, because if I didn't, and that's the thing, I borrowed money off Reagan, borrowed money off them, and I didn't have the money to do the education, but that saved my life, and it did. Like you guys will see now, like I'm going through a breakup now, and the reason why people say, but you've got all these tools, how come you're not together? Is because you choose not to. Someone's not going to meet you halfway. You can't hold an NLP gun to their head, and go, I'm going to pre-frame you. People just change, but what it happens is it's kept me in a safe place. I've been able to be there and lead you guys and show up and still look after everyone else. And I think that's proof to me how powerful this is. It's proof to the brothers that are, that they've seen, like, hey, fuck, bro, like, are you human? Do you have a heart? No, they know that I do. I'm a fucking big sook and a bit of an idiot, like Matt will tell you later. And but it's just really. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it hurts, but it's being able to snap yourself and being able to move forward and, still be able to rock and keep your mind in the right place. And because, you can drift off. Bad thought, depression, bipolar, all that stuff. And it's fucking bullshit. You can snap out of it, so. And you understand.
Do you want to boil the water?
Thank you. So what do you reckon? Obviously, your behaviours and stuff. What do you reckon alters your decisions?
alters them,